Pat Barry here. I was going to ask, some outlets, every year they do the Fighter of the Year, Trainer of the Year, so forth. Robert Garcia, some outlets voted him the Trainer of the Year. Some outlets had voted Freddie Roach the Trainer of the Year. Just curious from your perspective of a fellow trainer, who stood out to you maybe as a Trainer of the Year, or do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I really don't get into that. I say Pat Barry's the Trainer of the Year.
Yeah, yes. Got you.
You know what? And that's not being vain. It's just it's one of those situations. The fighter makes the trainer. That's all there is to it. When you're in a position where you're with a situation where you're having agents feeding you the fighters, it's very easy to be the Trainer of the Year.
Okay. So in your opinion, maybe taking a fighter, building them up is more like of a lost art or something, as opposed to just if a high-profile trainer picks up somebody,
Well, there's no doubt about it. Yeah, when you're not training the fighters from the, again, it's I don't want it to sound like any kind of I don't know, like I'm I don't know the exact wording, but what I'm saying is, you're not getting the trainers that are bringing the boys along, that are training them from the beginning, or even from the early stages, of a 4-round fighter or a 6-round fighter. You're getting trainers that are getting superstars handed to them, more or less, from these managers, and they're pretty much just working with them at that stage, and these fellas are good at that, of course, and Freddie Roach has done some tremendous things on his way up there, no question about it. But now while they're up there, they're working with these tremendous fighters that are up there, and then the fighters themselves are, I've always felt that way. People have always said there's been a question, who is it, the fighter that makes the trainer, or is it the trainer that makes the fighter? And it doesn't matter, even at my menial, if you want to call it, level, working with the young amateurs, I look good when the fighters look good.
Right.
If I go to an amateur show and all my boxers lose, I look like a terrible trainer. Right. If I go to an amateur show and all my amateurs win, people walking around patting me on the back saying, "What a great trainer you are!" Right. So the boxers definitely do make the trainer.
Being a trainer who works not just with pros but with upcoming amateurs, do you have to have a part of you to where you look at it not as a job, but to where you actually care about these guys and have a connection with them?
Yeah, I don't see how you could look at it strictly as a job, because there's that personal interest in every one of them. If you just go in there and look at them as a job, or as someone would say, a piece of meat, you're not going to have that personal contact with them. It's going to show. They're not going to feel the connection with you. You're not going to feel it with them. There's going to be something missing, Yeah.
Ben, I was going to touch on what you said. Do you feel, though, it's kind of tough being a trainer because, like you say, on one hand you can get praised if you do good, but on the other hand, if something goes wrong, they always point that finger at you. Right. Do you feel that's just kind of like tough, a role you have to accept?
Yeah, most definitely. Any type of job, I think pretty much that there's certain things that that come along with the job, and for the most part, if you go out and the job goes off well, you get the salute. Whereas if you go out and then something goes wrong, the boss calls you in the office and wants to know why. So
What at the end of the day, though, what are like the most gratifying things, rewarding things about being a trainer and being in this game?
Well, certainly at my level is just seeing a young man staying clean, staying out of trouble. Honestly, just seeing him going on to developing to a good young man. Grades in school, doing well, maybe going on to high school, or I've had some go on to college. I've had a couple of people, and when I say I speak for my wife and I, because this is a family business, and I've had some young men come back to my wife and I and show us that they become doctors, they become police officers, they become lawyers. Tremendous success in life, and they've told us that it's through the dedication and learning how to identify what's important in life and being able to go after it, that they learned the discipline in the boxing game, and through my wife mostly, that they were able to get through the schooling, and that they were able to achieve the success in life that they have, and there's nothing more rewarding than that.
All right, great stuff, Pat. Thank you.